welcome back to my channel. My name is Denny. If you're new here, thank you for stopping in, and if you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. So today's video is gonna be another foundation find. So you know your girl loves to go to Sephora and get herself some samples, and that is just what I have right here. I am gonna be testing out the Huda Beauty foundation. This is the custard shade in 220N. So let's go ahead and start this out. So before I start that out, I'm just gonna remind you to please go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, as well as I have a video for my 4-year anniversary that's gonna be linked in the description box so that you can enter a giveaway. So the giveaway is for actually 4 participants. So I will be choosing 4 winners, so please go ahead and enter that so that you can be part of all the fun. All right, so here is that shade. This one right here, I'm gonna, ooh, it's thick. Okay, so I have it open and it's pretty thick. It's spilling over, and I'm gonna do this in my usual form of doing half of my face with a brush and the other half with a beauty blender. So for this portion, I'm going to be using this beauty blender, which is just like one that I got from Ricky's, from my Ricky's box a while back, and it's just a basic beauty blender. So let's go ahead and start with the brush side first. So because I have stuff pouring out, I might as well just dot some of this on my face. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna need. I believe this is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. Using my It Cosmetics brush, this one right here is the Heavenly Luxe flat top buffing foundation brush, and we are going to just start putting this one on. Oh wow, this dries immensely quick, so I was not prepared for that. And then this is also a matte foundation. Is it this? I can't tell if it's the foundation or my brush, but one of them smells really, really good. And I feel like, I don't know if it's my brush or if it's the foundation. So far, so good. I am liking the coverage. I'm also testing out something new with my ring light. I have it right in front. Hopefully it doesn't wash me out and it gives you like good coverage of what's going on over here. And if you're wondering, I'm looking down. I have a mirror right in front of me. And so with one application, I got some really decent coverage. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side with the beauty blender now. So I did put my finger in this. I mean, it's my foundation, so it doesn't matter. And okay. And we're just going to use the butt of this. Yeah, you got to work like really fast with this foundation because it dries so quickly that I don't know. And I look like a pale ghost. Okay, so, but that also, it could be me because of the lighting, or the foundation is possibly too light. I prefer them to be a little bit light, and then I can just warm them up with some bronzer, as opposed to them being too dark and I can't lighten them up. So, I mean, we can always fix light, but we can't fix dark. So I am going to say that with the sponge, you still get full coverage, but it's a little splotchy on like where I feel like I don't have a complete application, and it dries immensely fast for you to actually spread it around. So I'm gonna possibly have to do another bit here. I'm just probably gonna have to put some more on this side. And it also lifts it. If you ask me, I think applying it more with the brush than I do with the beauty blender, because I got a whole lot of it here. I want to read the claims on this foundation because now I'm kind of curious. So let's see. So this foundation retails for $40 on the Sephora website, and it's supposed to be a false filter foundation. So it's supposed to be like, supposed to give you the illusion that you have a filtered face. I'm gonna go ahead and read to you what this says. A full coverage cream foundation in 30 shades that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections to create a flawless airbrush finish. So that is what this claims. I'm gonna look at myself just a little bit better. I think I'm not completely sold on the whole filtering, and I've tried lots of foundations, so it's just a little bit too drying for my taste. I think that's the only issue that I have with it, is that it's like paste. You put it on and it just kind of like dries and it gets like kind of tacky. So like I'm really not into foundations that feel a bit tacky. I like a more smoother foundation, but then that stays on. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I like a more kind of just a liquidy foundation that will allow me to work with it a little bit slower. This one just feels a bit tacky, a little bit just too sticky for my taste, and just too quickly to dry. But if you like foundations that stick to your face and really just stayed adhered, this seems to look like one that will stay on and will work out. I'm gonna go ahead, put on the rest of my face, and then I shall be back to show you what it looks like with full face of makeup. Okay, so I'm back and I have my full face on, and I did put on some setting spray to see if it gives it a little bit of dewiness, because the foundation itself is really matte, really drying, and it dries down really fast like I mentioned before. But I don't think that it's a bad foundation. I will say the shade is a bit too light, and even though I try to contour and bronze up my face, I still feel like I'm being washed out. And it could be because when I picked out this foundation, I still didn't have a full tan like I do now. I'm a little bit more bronze. I've been in the sun and I've been to the beach a couple of times, so now my skin is a little bit more darker, and the shade that I have doesn't match. But nonetheless, it's still something that I would go out with, because I don't think it's such a drastic washout in my face, and I can bronze it up like I had mentioned, and I possibly could even mix it with another foundation. Maybe I have a few that are a little bit more liquidy that I can just add it into and give it the just a right consistency that I would need. In any case, if you like this foundation, what I will say is that I think I would want to try it for a long period of time to see how it works on my face for a couple of hours and see if that works out. But on first application, I think that it's an okay foundation. I do think that it's a higher price point, so I wouldn't run out and get it. But like I said, if you like this foundation and you like the way it looked, go ahead and pick that up. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to enter that giveaway. I'm gonna have that linked in the description box below. And as always, from my house to yours. Love ya.